So like you right now should come out and be like, you know what? The young man who's about to win the state championship in the long jump in female sports, that shouldn't happen. You as the governor should step out say no.
No, and I appreciate
but like, would you do something like that? Would you say no men in female sports?
Well, I think it's an issue of fairness. I completely agree with you on that. So that's easy to call out, the unfairness of that.
Yeah, Stephanie, you've been talking about, these 10 Democrats that voted to censure Al Green, and I am 100% with you. I don't know what these guys are thinking. We are in a totally different place right now. Yeah. And to Gavin Newsom, dude, there's no common ground to be had with somebody like Charlie Kirk. And for him to have found common ground with him at the price of trans women, that is absolutely abhorrent.
Meet them where they are in their bigoted, racist, transphobic place is not a place I want to meet anybody. So
Well, I think I made of it what most people will make of it, which is he read he pretty much said it. He was impressed by how they weaponized the issue. Here's my advice. If I were giving the governor advice, I'd say, don't be so overt that people can see the wheels turning. The obvious question would be, well, you've been governor of California for 6 years. You were lieutenant governor for many years before that. When did you have this epiphany? Right. And the answer is when he found that the Republicans could weaponize the issue.
The thing that bothered me about the whole incident was it was such an obvious gimmick. Right? He needed some headlines to say, Newsom breaks with the left, right? And what does he do? He picks of all the people that you could pick to try to say, hey, I want to talk to somebody who's coming from a different perspective than me. It was such a gimmick. And to David's point, it's like the thirstiness is dripping off of him. And it's like, just stop it.
That's at least, I don't know, latest from whatever. Yesterday, Trump said he would allow both Mexico and Canada to avoid tariffs on most exports to the U.S. for 1 month, saying he would exempt products that are traded under the rules of the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement, the pact that he signed.
That he signed, yes, of course.
The move came a day after he granted a 30-day reprieve to automakers who complained. So whoever complains just gets a reprieve, so that destroys the entire point of tariffs in the first. But, the art of the deal. That's what this is. That's what we're. Okay, yes. Art said, let me get this straight. Donald Trump negotiated the United States-Mexico-Canada agreement during his first term. Then he started a pointless trade war with both Canada and Mexico. Then he backpedaled on the tariffs with Mexico, only to keep his USMCA policies. The art of the deal! Yeah! Pardon?
All right.
Sorry.
It's just chaos.
It really is.
It's all chaos right now.
That's why what Alan Lichtman said about his historically low ratings. Don't let them F with you and your head. He is historically unpopular. This is most people think this is exactly the show that they're seeing. Yes, as you said, Chris, this is going to be happening anyway. Ontario Premier Doug Ford says the province will place a 25% tariff on the electricity it provides to 1.5 million homes and businesses in New York, Michigan, and Minnesota as of Monday, and could double the surcharge if the U.S. escalates its trade war with Canada.
Like if you still lived in Buffalo, your electricity bill would go up 25%.
Yes. We are not crazy. Majority of Americans in a new poll say the U.S., not other countries, feel the brunt of President Trump's tariffs. Thanks for finally Googling that the day after the election. The Economist YouGov poll also found most respondents, 68, that's almost 70%.
Yes, I've heard.
Said they believe increasing tariffs on foreign goods imported into the U.S. generally results in prices rising. Thank you! Every economist. And now people on both sides of the aisle, right? It's like, who is it? Even Rand Paul, because Kentucky, in terms of bourbon makers. Yeah. By the way, do you know how much beef they export? And so China, they're coming at us.
To his credit, Rand Paul has always been against tariffs.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He's one of the rare ones that spoke up against tariffs at the beginning.
Yeah, he's fantastic. George Conway said, I see tomorrow's Friday. Is Friday going to be a tariff day, a some tariffs day, or a no tariffs day? Or will it be some other kind of day, like an Annex Greenland day, or a Hannibal Lecter wants to have you for dinner day, or an Arnold Palmer D-size day, or something else? I can't keep track.
When I hear Arnold Palmer, all I think about is lemonade and iced tea.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
Yeah. We're going to have an Arnold Palmer today, or are we going to have a cocktail?
Well, that's why not many people knew that fun fact when this whole thing came up about the size of Arnold Palmer's penis. Right. Is one of his balls was filled with iced tea and the other one with lemonade.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm the only one that...
And you stir it with his...
Yeah, I'm the only one that knew that.
Oh.
And now you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wish I didn't. But.
Yeah. See? Now the baby knows. Okay. Oh, by the way, Larry Lee in Chicago with a most pertinent question this morning. Question, Maria Bartiromo, how can those eyes be that far apart and still be on the same head? I think that is worth...
That's the question of the ages.
Right.
She looks like someone made her in like a Nintendo like console, like a Wii.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
and like made it so the eyes are too far apart.
Yeah. We originally went with Flounder and then switched to Hammerhead Shark. Although they don't look as distended as a hammer.
I kind of like Pterodactyl because Pterodactyl is on like one side.
Right. A flounder, like the eye moves over to the other side of the head, so you have two eyes on one side of the head.
Right. Okay.
So I'm not sure flounder was ever correct.
All right. Here's, sadly, Christopher, the one thing all Americans agree on, at least according to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, where else am I? Threads, Blue Sky, Twitter.
Not my Threads or Blue
my
Sky.
Email,
email.
Not my Threads or Blue Sky.
Everyone hated the guest yesterday.
Yeah.
It wants me never to do that again. I'm not going to read the ones that say mean things that call the guest or Chris names, just because, and you won't read the ones that call me names, I assume. So
I plenty did.
Okay. That being said, everyone hated you.
Yeah. I spent some time looking through those comments. I was shocked to see some homophobia in the comments though against Chris. And no, that was crazy.
Okay,
I always get called a faggot every day.
Whoever said, Chris had his MAGA boyfriend on, he's not MAGA. He's on our side, and it's not Chris's boyfriend.
Yeah.
And here's one thing. Here's the thing. Chris can tell you. Chris can tell you. You can say whatever you want about me. In fact, I like it. I read more of them, and they're funny. I love my hate mail. Don't come after. And if you come after the baby, I'm going to go all Mama Grizzly. Do not. Everyone loves Bella, but if you come after Bella, I will. Okay. And Chris Lavoie, if you've listened to this show for 20 years, his only interest is in making great radio.
Yes. Luckily,
and also,
yes. So we can disagree and we joke back and forth, but don't.
We can disagree about the messaging, but we all want to get to the same place.
One thing I will say, we're all on the same team here. Conversations like that are important. We can't just agree with each other all the time.
The people who call me faggot aren't on my team.
No, you are. You are excommunicated from
I posted something
our
about.
island.
I posted something about the Kamala X Brat campaign and how that was like what I was trying to get at too yesterday. How that's a good example of messaging. The youth vote matters. Do not neglect the youth.
It does.
I'll leave it with that.
Proving that our guest was completely wrong, Kathy Griffin will join us in just a little bit because liberals are funny, conservatives are not. Okay.
That wasn't his message yesterday, and he said that wasn't his message.
See, it's that mansplaining tone of voice that.
Well, when you're wrong.
And he was mansplaining to me. Oh, hey there, it's Stephanie Miller. If you're like me and you love sharp political insight, pointy, you like it pointy and sharp, bold opinions, and a touch of humor to make sense of these crazy times, have I got some fantastic news for you. The Political Voices Network is now on Substack. This is your new go-to for the best in independent media. We're talking about my show streaming daily with episodes on demand, the fearless of journalism of Brian Karem, the brilliant side-splitting satire of John Fugelsang, the unrelenting working class advocacy of Rick Smith, and so much more. Here's the best part. Subscribing is so easy. You can join for free or go to the extra mile. Support these incredible independent voices by signing up for a full subscription starting at just $8. You'll get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes insights, and a chance to directly fuel fearless, unfiltered media. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Hit that subscribe button and become part of the movement keeping truth alive in an era of corporate media overload. Every subscription helps, especially yours. One more time, that is politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Sign up now. Do it.